In the Revenge of the Sith official novelization, Anakin and Palpatine agree not to tell the truth about Dooku's death. And we won't, just as we never need to speak of what has happened here today. It was as though the shadow itself spoke kindly. I have always kept your secrets, have I not? When asked what happened by Mace and the Jedi Council, Anakin looks to the Chancellor, who describes it as an epic lightsaber fight that ended with Anakin winning. Count Dooku was there, Skywalker interjected. He had a look on his face that Mace couldn't decipher, proud yet wary, even unhappy. He's dead now. Dead? He looked from Anakin to Obi-Wan and back again. Is this true? You killed Count Dooku? My young friend is too modest. He killed Count Dooku. Smiling, Obi-Wan touched the lump on his head. I was taking a nap. But, Mace blinked, Dooku was to the Separatists what Palpatine was to the Republic. The centre of gravity, binding together a spiral galaxy of special interests. With Dooku gone, the Confederacy of Independent Systems would no longer really be a confederacy at all. They'd fly to pieces within weeks. Within days. Mace said again, but... And in the end, he couldn't think of a but. This was all so astonishing that he very nearly almost, but not quite, cracked a smile. That is, he said, the best news I've heard since... He shook his head. Since I can't remember. Anakin, how did you do it? Inexplicitly, young Skywalker looked distinctly uncomfortable. That newly confident presence of his collapsed as suddenly as an overloaded deflector, and instead of meeting Mace's eyes, his gaze flickered to Palpatine. Somehow, Mace didn't think this was modesty. He looked to the Chancellor as well, his elation sinking, becoming puzzlement, tinged with suspicion. It was entirely extraordinary, Palpatine said blandly, obviously to Mace's narrowing stare. I know next to nothing of swordplay, of course. To my amateur eyes, it seemed that Count Dooku may have been a trace overconfident, especially after having disposed of Master Kenobi so neatly. Obi-Wan flushed, just a bit, and Anakin flushed considerably more deeply. Perhaps young Skywalker was simply more highly motivated, Palpatine said, turning a fond smile upon him. After all, Dooku was fighting only to slay an enemy. Anakin was fighting to save, if I may presume, the honour of a friend.